God. You're back. Hi, this is Cass from Mozzie Cass Plagues, and welcome back to my Shipwrecked survival challenge. It's like 10:30 in game, but I thought I'd just start here. Obviously, my main priority for this part is that we get Sebastian back, but I'd take some good dice rolls. Kano's still happy with us. So that is a 10. A 10, I think, is an item, isn't it? Oh my gosh, no. A 9 is an item. That's what I was thinking of. A 10, which is the 8 plus 2, obviously, is a new sim. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. We were just talking in the comments about how it'd be good to get a lady friend for Sebastian if and when he comes back. So what I'm going to do is I have to add a sim in Cass, randomize their traits, and then I can choose everything from there. So we're going to cross fingers for good traits. It's also a new skill day, which is very exciting. Now, I had just parked these guys over at the fishing because obviously I've decided to win. We need 8 sims with fishing, gardening, and fitness level 4 to meet the sort of stretch goals for the challenge. Before we do anything else, we're going to wash up a potential love interest for Sebastian. Obviously, they may hate each other. Young adult, female. Okay, what are we working with? Recycle, disciple, gloomy, and philanthropist. Well, philanthropist is never going to come into effect because that's something you do via the phone and it's a rabbit hole. So gloomy, that's fine. Recycle, disciple could actually be a problem for us because I think from memory, if they can't recycle, they take things to recycle. So she could actually start stealing our stuff. That's great. Also, we don't have a recycling machine, so there's literally nothing we can do. I don't know what I'm going to call her. I haven't decided. She has to have a connection to the ocean because obviously she's been washed in. Maybe she's like a holidayer. In fact, maybe she's a bridesmaid who was at Tartosa with the bride. Yes, let's do that. So she's not the bride herself because we want her to be single. I'll be back with you guys when she's had her makeover. Alrighty guys, it took a while. I randomly generated her name. She ended up with Jillian Brenner. I obviously had to go for a redhead because I know we have some big fans of redheaded toddlers and redheaded children in my chat. So I thought, if I go for a redhead, chance of redheaded babies. And also I decided, especially given she's a recycled disciple and a philanthropist, that suggests to me she's probably one of those people that every penny she earns, she puts back into what she considers to be worthwhile causes and stuff. So I've gone for a bit more of a modern sort of short haircut, especially because I have all of these clumsy alien CC hairs that are short and I never get to use them in medieval. So I decided it was time to have a nice short head sim. She's also got a very faint dusting of freckles, and I hit the dice here to randomize the sim a few times. She generated with a nose ring and I was like, okay, cool. So I've put that on all of her outfits. And I also didn't adjust her body type at all. This is actually what it gave me when I hit random. That is the outfit she's washed up in, I thought, because she was in Tartosa. She was bridesmaids dress shopping. I decided so that she is gloomy, so maybe she is sad she's missing the wedding, but maybe it's the bride was being a bit of a bridezilla. It's like a school friend she's kind of drifted apart from because they don't share her ideals. Just something to like make the separation from the rest of the world a bit easier. But I have given her a bridesmaid's dress as her formal wear. I thought maybe she had it with her, like in her little backpack or whatever. So she's got an actual dress for formal wear. But the rest of the outfits are just variations on the theme, except for her swimwear, which I imagined she's at Tartosa. They probably planned to go to the beach. She was wearing her bikini underneath. And then that is her outfit. Obviously, I've also got some new skin details. Can you tell? So she's an attractive young lady. I feel like Sebastian should be well pleased with the woman that Kano in particular, because Kano gave us the 6, has washed up for him. Obviously, we have a big problem now, which is that we don't have enough sleeping space. In the meantime, where is poor Jillian? All right, well, it's spawned her over here, but I think I'm going to teleport her here. Same as what kind of happened with Malakai. She's seeing the shipwreck and I'm going to have her actually go here. I could see Matilda potentially being a little bit jealous of the hot redhead who's just shown up. I'm not going to lie. Sebastian's inviting us to the flea market. Oh, honey, you have to come here. I think Matilda's getting a sense for when the deities start doing things. So a shiver's just gone down her spine and she's telling Malakai something just changed. And he's like, what? And she's like, I don't know. And then they're going to hear the sounds of someone coming out of the ocean. She's going to be like, why aren't you guys recycling? They're going to be like, what do you mean? How do we even achieve that? I did put her on Eco Innovator, but she's going to have to change. I just thought that would be like her starting aspiration. She can't do this stuff. I refuse to use naps. But they're going to be like, wait, there's a person, and it's a real person, not one of those ones I keep deleting. So they're calling out, I think Matilda will greet her. So I'm going to have her come up and we're going to call her over and be like, oh my God, you're here. And she's like, yeah, where am I? I was on a party boat at Tartosa with my friend's bridal party. Like this huge wave swamped the boat. I think I got hit on the head, and then the next thing you know, I'm here. She's talking to Jillian about the situation. You know, we've both been in a similar situation to you. You can see me and my brother washed up on the shipwreck. My boyfriend Malakai, she's dropping that in very early because look at this woman. My boyfriend Malakai, he was surfing and there was a shark attack and then suddenly he was here. There's a couple of deities that rule here. They seem to fish up people who would have otherwise drowned from out of the ocean. They save their lives, but you're stuck here. There's no way off. And Jillian's like, are you serious? You know, oh, my friend is going to be super upset. I'm supposed to be the matron of honor at her wedding. And she's like, well, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, but there be monsters, I guess. So she's explaining the situation to Jillian, explaining about the shell currency that they've kind of established with Via of the offerings and then they get rewards. Oh, he's coming out here to give her a kiss. That's so cute. She's like, oh, you have a garden. Let me go check it out. That's good. She's leapt straight in. I think these guys actually should have a little conversation. She's having a look around, I guess. She's like, okay, so these guys have set all this up. I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, she's mourning. Oh, we've got a vent here. I was like, why is there smoke? She was mourning Sebastian. She's like, oh, that's so sad. I guess she must have been told about, you know, how he died and stuff. I might actually have her... What's a good starting activity? I might have her just swim around. I want these guys to have a quick little conversation. So we're going to ask him about what he thinks of Jillian, and he's like, we'll see what he says, but I'm assuming he'll be ambivalent because they only just met. They've got like low-level acquaintance relationship. It's like, oh, she seems all right. Where's she gonna sleep and stuff? The baby's like, oh, not in my bed. And he's like, look, we could make an offering tonight and try and organize some kind of sleeping stuff. And she's like, yeah, but that doesn't usually show up till morning. So he's like, well, why don't I sleep now? Because I'm pretty tired. And then she can sleep in my bed later. That'll have to be our workaround for tonight. So I'm going to get him to like get a full night's sleep just because the mechanic I've had is that the bed or whatever shows up overnight while they're sleeping. Now let's have a look at how many shells we have. 35, 45, 55. Okay, so we can actually afford a room and we could get a single bed. I'm tempted to actually try and get a double bed. Sebastian would be super scandalized, but he's not here right now. Oh, a double bed is 10 shells and a single bed is 5. So I could get a double bed for the two of them. And then that way, if and when Sebastian comes back to us, they'll have a bedroom as well. That'll be super awkward. I love it. You know, Matilda's explaining, look, this is how we get stuff done around here. Now, Jillian's like definitely in the okay crazy lady kind of school of thought right now, but she's probably going to go along with it just because she has that kind of personality. And she's like maybe trying to suss out Matilda's, you know, environmental ethos and that kind of thing. And Matilda's like, look, both of the deities want us to cleanse this place. And I think I might actually have Jillian volunteer to take over the cleaning. Might do that actually, because I think that would fit in with her like recycling kind of mindset. She's probably also very happy that there's a green footprint here. I might also have her go up to the volcano. She's basically just looking around. I think that's fair. Well, don't set yourself on fire, sweetheart. Matilda's still very focused on also having Sebastian come back. And like I said to you guys, I think Malakai still doesn't really believe it's possible. I do like the idea of having a sim who's primary, like Matilda's primary responsibilities are Via and the garden. Malakai's are crafting. Sebastian's will be fishing when he comes back. Obviously, they all need to have all those skills, but having Jillian be the person in charge of cleansing Muapalam, I quite like. And then I'm going to have her, she's asking for a big one tonight. So I'm going to have her come over here and meditate. So yeah, she's like trying to reach out to the deities, trying to get a sense of what they think of this new arrival and what they're trying to, whoa, dang, she floating. That is cool. waiting for her to like fall. She's going to realize she's floating and fall. One of the reasons I wanted her to get the wellness skill was because then she can actually legitimately teleport. She probably doesn't even realize she's doing it. That is so cool. What is her wellness skill? Level 5. Now, I might have her... I'm trying to think what I should change her aspiration to. Like I said, I wanted to start her on this because I thought that would have been her aspiration before she came here. I mean, the nature ones are the kind of obvious ones. I don't think she'd be into fishing. I feel like she's not a vegetarian, but I feel like she probably isn't super comfortable with that. Outdoor enthusiast requires you to do things in Granite Falls, which is unfortunate. Knowledge, maybe? This is tricky. Maybe she wants a soulmate. I can't remember what Sebastian's was. Neighborhood confidant. Successfully advise, influence the lives of other Sims. Become good friends with 5 Sims. I don't know. I might just put her on freelance botanist for now. Maybe if and when we get some animals, we could have her switch to country caretaker. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, she's scared. Maybe because she was near the volcano and she felt like a tremor because she's got seismophobia. This area is known to have tremors now and then. So it says being here makes Sims constantly tense. They clearly haven't changed that. So she's come back. She's seen Matilda levitating and she's like, okay, I was very deeply skeptical, but what the heck? Now, I can't have her watch. I feel like she would. Okay, he's just gotten up for the night shift. I might actually put in what we need for the purchases. Now we need 4 fruits. So we want a double bed and we want the room. For some reason, I can't drag the conch shells into the chest. I don't know why. I can't do them individually. I suspect it has something to do with whether or not you've like claimed them or something. She can put it in her inventory. What I'm going to do, we'll say we put them in here because it's all I need is 10 left. I'm just going to sell them. The money doesn't mean anything to us, but we're going to sell them and say we did. So all the conch shells are gone. We've contributed them. So I've put in the 50. So it is after midnight. We haven't seen any sign of Sebastian, which is very sad, but I'm going to jump into build mode now and put the new stuff in, but I'm going to try and have them not use it until morning. So I will catch you guys probably in the morning actually. So you guys can keep me honest, I decided to spend the last 6 shells on 3 lights because otherwise it gets really tricky to film inside those rooms during the day or the night actually. I'll show you guys in the morning when I have better light, but I'm just going to put 3 lights in around the 3 structures we have as well. Alright, you guys, don't ask me how this all happened overnight. I guess magic. That's fine. So Malakai did eventually fall asleep, and while he was asleep, this extra extension got added. I've put the original door that we had on the first 4x4 block. I've put the double bed in here, and I managed to Tetris in the toddler bed and the bassinet. So this will be Jillian and Sebastian's room. Sebastian. I think I might have the woohoo in the new bed. She's over here, having a cry. Feeling very sad for this person she never met. Probably Matilda told her the story of Sebastian and like what happened and how he drowned and, you know, he hasn't met his nephew yet and all this. And she's just like, okay, that is really sad. And she's probably also missing, you know, her friends and family at home. Now, if and when we get to the 3rd stage of island cleanliness, we'll actually be getting a +3 bonus on our dice rolls, which is cool. That's the maximum you could get under the rules while she's out. I know it's weird doing this with the baby in the room. We're just going to pretend the baby's like outside. So he can get some sun. They've put him in the shade outside on a towel where they can see him out the window. A bed makeout. That's a thing we couldn't do before. I think maybe she's saying to him, look, it's good to have another person here, but I miss a little bit when it was just you and me. And he's like, why? What do you miss about it? She's like, well, you know, I'm just saying there's a reason why I wanted Via to bring us a double bed. Normally I'd have them do a little bit more romantic interactions, but they're a little bit on the clock. Between the baby crying and the fact that she's going to come back. How are we for ice? 0. Yee. Okay, we need to add a heap of ice. I don't know where they're getting it. Maybe from the cave, actually. I was thinking about that. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I'll just let these guys finish woohooing. I don't know how Jillian as the adult on the island would be feeling about the fact these two are teenagers. They've had a kid. I mean, like I said, they're like 17, 18. They were probably 17 when she got pregnant and they're 18 now. But she'd be kind of a bit questioning whether she should be taking some responsibility for making them behave responsibly, if that makes sense. I think she's going to come down on the side of no because Matilda was levitating. And let's not mess with the girl who can levitate. Let's not tell her maybe she should be taking some precautions and like not woohooing like a rabbit with her boyfriend. All right, we're back. I've cleared the board. Let's see what they have in store for us today. Kano's mad. What's gotten a bee in his bonnet now? Maybe it's the fact that Matilda isn't the one cleaning the island and he was very fixated on her. We would have lost a sim if we didn't have those bonuses. That's a sim dies result normally, but we have a +2, so it's okay. What did I do to deserve this? I love how I'm trying to interpret story into random dice rolls, you guys. Kano is furious and sends a sickness to one of your sims. Remove 4 skill points from a random sim. We've never had this one before. I don't think Jillian would have 4 skill points. That's okay though. What we'll do, I'll roll 1 dice. I'm going to clear this. So 1 to 2, I'll do it in order of arrival. So 1 to 2 is Matilda, 3 to 4 is Malakai, and 5 to 6 is Jillian. And if it's her and she ends up on 0 and we have some left over, that's just how the dice rolls. So we'll do Kano's dice. 4. Okay, so it's Malakai. 4 skill points from Malakai because he's been struck down with a sickness. That actually aligns with my theory that Kano might be jealous of Malakai. He likes that they've had a kid. He approved of that, but he does not like Malakai very much. I think he's jealous, which is very bad. I guess I can choose the skills. To me, it makes sense to set his fitness back to 0. I guess it has to be 1. Although setting it to 1, I think, yeah, that is subtracting 4 levels, I think. Or do I need to subtract 1 more? Because you start with 1 and then you... Yeah, I think that only subtracted 3. I was just thinking things that it would make sense to be illness related, if that makes sense. Fishing, potentially. Like maybe he's, had tremors in his hand and he's having trouble detecting the tug on the string for a bit. Let's do that. That makes sense. It's funny how this happened straight after they woohooed as well. I'm telling you, he's so jealous. He's suddenly not feeling very well. I might actually have him kind of rest a bit for the day on his towel and just take it easy. I will try not to use him too much today. I won't have him craft anything over here. He's like, I don't feel well. I feel weak. I'm shaking. Oh my gosh. Wait, she wants to do a mean interaction with him? I don't understand that. I don't know. She's pleasantly satisfied. She had a good time. She's doing it again. Maybe she thinks he's being lazy. She's like, oh, okay, take it easy then, I guess. I don't know. No, that doesn't make sense to me. It makes more sense to me to say that because she's so open to the moods of the deities, she's feeling Kano's irritation at Malakai. That's what's making her want to snap at him. I don't know what the actual interaction was though, because it just said talk to him. Now I'm actually going to have these guys hunt for seashells for the rest of the day, and we're going to skip ahead to nightfall. We obviously can't buy anything because we have a grand total of 2 shells. I just want to see if Sebastian comes. I might have Matilda go mourn him. Fingers crossed tonight's the night. I will see you guys later in the evening. I just realised she's actually still in that mean streak phase. That's probably why she was trying to be mean to Malakai. But I'm still going to interpret it as her being open to Kano's emotions and detecting how angry he is with Malakai for whatever reason. I'm also trying to get her back into emotional control range because she asked for advice, because now there's an adult here. She asked for advice and it did not go well. Poor Malakai has just reacquired the fitness skill. I mean, it makes sense for me to target fitness, but given fitness is one of the 3 skills that we need on each sim, it's a bit annoying as well. I've just got him come out to check the trap. He's going for a tentative swim to see if he could feel any better. He's feeling really weak in his muscles and stuff. I had him put that on as well. That's the other thing he's done. He's basically done nothing all day. He spent all day lying on his towel. So he's feeling pretty happy with himself, the sim is. Now, at some point I need to get that coconut and carve a bowl. I'm actually going to buy the coconut now because it'll take a while to grow, because 1 seed packet is 1 shell. She's feeling very sad. I think that the realization of her situation is set in. So I'm going to have all 3 of them just hang out together at the fire. I think Jillian is feeling really sad and it's quite obvious. And despite whatever insecurities Matilda might have about the hot lady who's just arrived, she can see that and she's not a bad sim. Oh, she has a good reputation. That's exciting. It's really interesting. I had Matilda talk to her a bunch and they became friends. She's got a tense moodlet, suffocated by friendship because she's close-knit. So Matilda's the type of sim who likes to have a few close friends. A new friend is great, but now she feels like she's struggling and it is really too much. Also, it just ticked over midnight and he hasn't shown up. Do we all need to be asleep? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Usually I'm annoyed when ghosts show up. This is the first time I've really been desperately trying to have one come back. Also, she can take a pregnancy test, so that's fun. I don't think she's pregnant though. That's actually why I was checking her moodlets, because I was curious if that was the pregnancy one, but it's not. I think we're going to H-Kai up in the next part, and if Sebastian doesn't show up in the next part, I'm going to cheat him in. I wanted to use, call forth debug. Now I'm doing it. He did spawn. He's all the way out here where he drowned. Oh, Sebastian. I know at least one of you guys commented that you didn't mind me cheating him in to add him to the family. So she's suddenly like, wait, I can tell he's here. He's like, sweetheart, come to bed. And she's like, no, can I call him over? He's too far away. Go here. And Malakai's being attacked by spiders. Kano's really mad at him. I'm just saying. We're not going to do the wishing well in this part, but if I could add him to the house, that would make things a lot easier. She's like, oh my God, you're back. Try and calm him down. Can I ask him to join the household? That's really what we need. Maybe he's angry because he's been sensing what's been going on with her having a kid and stuff. It's not listed as an option. I may have to cheat. Again, he's gone for a swim, which I do not approve of. Of course, it means he doesn't know what's going on. Don't be so... Oh, he's inspired now. Maybe now I can add him. Do they need to be on 100% friendship? If I can't add him... I'm going to cheat him in. That's actually pretty easy. He's going to hear the baby. He needs to come out here and actually meet Sebastian. No! What are you destroying? He's like, what's going on? And she's like, my brother came back. My brother came back. And he's like, and what about the baby? And she's like, okay, I'll deal with it. When he's finished haunting this pile of rocks, removed from family. Why can I remove him from the family? Did that work? Okay, I've just cheated and added him because I think it should be available. He has hydrophobia from being submerged in water. Any reminder of being submerged by lethal liquid is a harrowing experience. Oh my God, you poor boy. You poor boy. He's like, pleased to meet you, sir. What do they think of each other? I have to see. I hope they like each other. Okay, Sebastian thinks Malakai is interesting. Malakai thinks Sebastian is independent and capable. I'm going to wrap this part up here, you guys. Poor Jillian is going to freak when she wakes up and sees that there's a ghost. In the next part, we will attempt to deal with the whole wishing well situation. I think it's about if we get the well in the best mood, it's about a 40% chance. Hope you guys don't mind too much. I know some of you said yes, cheat him in, and some of you didn't say either way, so fingers crossed you don't all hate it. I could obviously remove him from the family again because we haven't done anything irrevocable at this point. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands. I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.